Hello. So I wanted to real quickly talk about the process of growth in a leader. See, oftentimes leaders come to a place where I don't want to change, I don't want to learn, I don't want to do it differently. I'm not willing to sacrifice any more pain threshold. I'm not willing to go any further with this. They need to change. I know I've been doing this for long enough. You know what I mean? And we kind of get to this place of just, I got it covered. I don't want to learn. I don't want to grow. But sometimes what happens is we come to the light and realize, okay, yes, just because we did good things in the past doesn't mean that we should stop doing good things, or just because we were groundbreaking in the past doesn't mean that we have to, stay where we were in the past. Okay, yeah, I should learn and I should grow. But oftentimes what I see happen in leaders is we take that big step. Yes, I want to learn, I want to grow. We start reading books or blogs, listening to podcasts, whatever, taking coaching classes, having a mentor that helps us to grow further and push further, whatever. Oftentimes what I see happen is once that initial step has been taken, you start getting better at something and then you just stop. And this is usually the argument. Well, I'm better than I used to be. But the problem with that is, yes, you're better than you used to be 10 years ago, but that doesn't mean that you're any better than you were 5 days ago. See what I mean? And that's kind of the trick thing. You have to look at the long scope of, am I growing? Am I in a process of growth and learning? Or am I in a place of just being comfortable? Am I doing a better job that I was, or no? And see, the problem is the goal is not to be perfectionist. You're going to make mistakes. That's okay. It's all right. But with that not needing to be a perfectionist, there is still a point where you have to say, past effort does not excuse me from doing the best that I can now. See, that's the problem. It's not, are you doing perfect? It's, are you growing? Are you learning? Are you doing better than you were doing? And when you can answer these questions in the positive, then it doesn't really matter if it's perfect or not. It doesn't really matter how many mistakes you make. What matters is that you're in a place of growth. So how do you know if you're in that place of growth? Well, look at the way you've always done things. Is it the way that you're still doing things? I'm not talking about compromising the truth of your mission or anything like that. Of course I'm not talking about that. But there comes a point when you have to look and analyze at what you're doing, and you have to say, is this better or worse? And sometimes we even kind of regress a little bit. Okay, so I learned and I grew. Well, that was fun. And then we just kind of start going back into our old habits. So this is how you check. Look around you at your work. Compare your meeting notes. Compare those to what they looked like 2 years ago. Are they easier to follow? Are they not as easy? Are they simpler? Are they more complicated? If you're a pastor, look at your sermon notes. Do your main points make sense? Are they more clear? Do they help people understand and remember better than they used to? Are they more relatable? If you are a worship leader, are your songs achieving what you're trying to? Are you leading worship how you should? Are you leading worship in a way where your team can follow you, where they can respect you, where people can understand you, where you're doing the best that you can? And maybe it's transitions. How are you transitioning between this song and that song? Is it better than you used to? Maybe you're not involved with the church. Okay, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a ministry, or if we're talking about a business, or if we're talking about just your role in a family. The question is still the same. Are you in a place of growing and learning? Well, that's the way my parents did it. Well, you shouldn't hold your... Well, my parents didn't do things perfectly, or maybe my parents were the standard of perfection. Well, maybe, but maybe you still ought to grow and learn. And it's not about doing things the way that we always had them done, or that kind. It's about growing and learning. So I want to encourage you, the main point here being, it's good to decide to grow and learn. It's better to stick with it and to continue to grow. And that's only going to be revealed if you look at what you're doing and compare it with what you did not just 10 years ago, but also 10 days ago. And that shows you the trajectory of growth. And that's really where you want to start at it.